On the Boardwalk with Justin Rouse. The best music of yesterday, today, next Thursday, and pretty much any day of the week that ends in Y.
Speaking to somebody from the back, way back in Virginia over there, I just woke him up. He's alive and he's well. It's Mr. Andy Lucy. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'd like a large pizza with extra pepperoni. Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. Hey.
Wrong number. Wrong number. Jeez, we told you about this, Andy. Come on, man.
Well, for the record, I've been up for an hour, so I might sound like I'm still asleep, but I have been awake for an hour. So.
Guys, this is Andy Lucy from the Flip Flop Live. I call it the Us Weekly of beach music. Actually, I just came up with that the other day, but I'm going to claim it. Anyway, if his voice sounds familiar, he also does a lot of my liners, and he's a good friend of the show, and I'm so glad to have him on to talk about Flip Flop Live. And, man, what we've always talked about, even behind the scenes, that beach music needed something to kind of like go to. So I guess, is that where this kind of came from? Or, you and Jonathan J.J. Sharp from Feature Attraction Band just sitting around talking one day and it just kind of came up out of nowhere? Tell us how Flip Flop Live started.
Yeah, that's about how it is. I mean, we're one of the things that we tell people, and we're beach music fans first and foremost, just like everybody else is, even though we are, industry members and everything. But and Justin, you know how it is sometimes, even if you don't have gigs and you're trying to find, something to do maybe on an off night or something, and you have to go to different websites, you have to go to different places to find out who's playing where. And we were like, this would be cool if first and foremost we have like a one-stop destination that we can put all the bands, all the DJs, have everything on one website, easy to use, and then, if we see something on Facebook or if we, hear something that's newsworthy, maybe send out an email blast or post it to our Facebook page and let everybody know, because not everybody is internet savvy, and so we just wanted to make something easy for folks to to check out everything beach music. So that's kind of where it started, and I mean the support that we have gotten over I guess the site's been up and running almost a year. I think we started back in February, and then to have the support that we've gotten from DJs, from the band members, from everybody has just been overwhelming. So we really appreciate everything that folks have been doing for us.
Well, it's like a hub, and it's really, it was needed. I mean, you can go and check out different bands, but now you can just go to Flip Flop Live and just really see where everything is going to be. And speaking of that, you've hit on a little bit of it, but hit on pretty much everything that you offer on that website, if you can, briefly. Well,
we've got a listing of all the bands. We've got a listing of the DJs, and I think I think if you click, I think they're separate. So, and if you're a band member right now, if you're a beach music band and you don't see your listing on there, feel free to contact us. We'll be sure to add it. But yeah, I mean, we were just trying to, have, I guess you would call it a directory of sorts, for everything beach music. And like you said, we want to be like a hub for everything, for news, for events and things like that. So, and again, most of all, one of the things that we did during SOS was, everything gets kind of confusing because you have different people that have different, you have the different clubs that have the different bands playing and DJs playing. So we consolidate everything and made it like one PDF file. And I know we got a lot of great compliments on that, where people were downloading it, putting it in their phone, and they could just go from, club to club and so forth and so on. So,
and y'all run contests as well, kind of similar. I do one a week, but you guys have run contests. I know you just gave away one for something that Scott Walker and all them will be at the Fall Breeze event tomorrow. So I guess, how often are you guys planning to run all these contests and different things that you're going to give away?
Well, we're looking at doing, as the site grows, then we'll grow. We're looking at least doing maybe one every couple of weeks. Maybe first of the year, we're hoping, Jonathan's been working on getting an app and having an app. And maybe I'll let the cat out of the bag. We might be doing some online stuff music-wise pretty soon, too. So.
Uh-oh. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be like the iTunes of beach music.
Could be. That's right. Could be. So.
Well, you guys are up for a Michael Branch Award at the 25th Annual Carolina Beach Music Awards. Man, that's awesome. And that, that
Yeah,
award
we were
Also,
very tickled about that. Yeah.
I was just going to say that's the award, the award for people that really promote beach music, and you guys have absolutely just killed it this last year. And we've been kind of previewing the Carolina Beach Music Awards because they're coming up next week. Can you hang around with us, and we'll talk more on the other side of this song about the Carolina Beach Music Awards?
You got it, bud. You got that piece on the way, though, right?
I do. Well, I mean, okay. I got to put in the order. You called in and thought you were calling Domino's. And I mean Domino's, but still.
Hey, all we do is eat, man.
That's right. Hashtag all we do is eat. You got to get that going on the Flip Flop Live website. All right, time to go down to St. Augustine, Florida. Andy Lucy, your Virginia Cavaliers are taking on the Tar Heels today. Isn't that right?
They are, yeah.
Well, yeah, I have the Wolfpack, and we'll just say Wake Forest probably ain't going to be too kind to us. Chris Nelson ought to be happy after today's game. But Brian down in St. Augustine, Florida is getting geared up for the big Florida-Georgia game, and he wanted to hear something dealing with football, so here you go. Andy Lucy from Flip Flop Live still hanging with us. We'll talk to him on the other side. Here's Backfield in Motion from Mel and Tim right here on the Boardwalk, beachboogieandblues.com.
From the Brian West Jeweler Studios to your radio. You're listening to a North Carolina original, Beach Boogie and Blues, a Curtis Media Group station. Beep, beep. On 105.9 Greenville, 95.7 New Bern, 101.1 Jacksonville, 102.9 Kinston, and anywhere, anytime at beachboogieandblues.com.
All right, we're back here with Andy Lucy from Flip Flop Live, hanging out up there in Virginia. And how long of a ride is that to you to North Myrtle Beach? You're going on Wednesday. Some people have to work for a living, and
well, I'm going when I get off the air. So if I don't stop, it's usually about a little less than 4 hours, about 3 hours and 45 minutes. But it's mainly interstate all the way to Lumberton, and then I cross over that way.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, for those of
you
not
a bad drive.
For those of you that also don't know, Andy is a DJ up in Emporia, Virginia, and I wish, man, you had a stream because I've been able to hear Andy before, and you do such a great job, man. You're actually in the same category I am.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Good luck to you on Saturday.
Yeah, you too, brother. You too. But the 25th annual Carolina Beach Music Awards, such a big deal. 25 years. 25 years ago, I was 10, man.
Well, and I was thinking about it. I mean, I've been going. I've been going since about 2003. So, yeah. But see, when I first started going, I didn't go to the clubs because I didn't really know anybody. I only went to the award show. So then a couple of years later, I started going to the clubs and realizing it took me like 2 years to realize that I was missing most of the fun. Going to the clubs for the weekend. The only thing I did was the award show.
It's kind of crazy where you've come then because now you got Flip Flop Live telling everybody what to do.
Right.
That's
yeah.
right. But I wanted to talk about the Carolina Beach Music Awards because you guys have pretty much laid it out. If you are going for the first time and you are looking for a guide of what to do and what's offered to do, you really need to look this up. And Andy, you can hit on that for me some more. You guys have just laid out every day and everything there is to do for the whole entire weekend at the Carolina Beach Music Awards.
Yeah, Jonathan has put together. He's been the legwork. He's been scouring things and going over stuff and proofreading and making sure everything is right. But I had mentioned during the last break we were talking about the SOS guide that we had put something together. So we did something very similar to that, and we've got everything listed by day. I think it's another PDF file. That you can also, but what I would do is I would just bookmark it. So if you go to our website flipfloplive.com, there's a big banner, and then you can just bookmark it in your phone and save it in your phone. That way you don't have to worry about having a sheet of paper or anything like that. But yeah, he's got everything listed by day, the times, the clubs. I know you're going to be there. We're looking forward to seeing you and hanging out when we get down there. And so yeah, it's just it's a cool little guide. So if you are new to the Cammies, or if you're a seasoned veteran like Justin and I, just get that guide and you can follow it and go do your thing next weekend.
Yeah, man. Well, look, before we let you go, first of all, I cannot wait to hang out with you guys and see y'all down there next weekend either. But before we let you go, like everybody, we got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Tell everyone how they can get Flip Flop Live, whether it's social media, give the website one more time, how they can contact you guys. And I know y'all have a pretty cool mailing list as well. So if you want to get on there, tell them how they can do all that great stuff.
That's right. Well, we've got the Facebook page, just Flip Flop Live. That's that's all you have to do, and enter that in the search bar for Facebook. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on I think LinkedIn, we're on a whole bunch of social medias. But the main ones that we use are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But the website, which has got all the stuff that we were talking about, like the PDF files or the schedules and the band directories, DJ directories, etc. That's flipfloplive.com. Flipfloplive.com, your number one source for everything beach music. And also, one of the things that we started doing last week, and I'll get to it. I think we're going to start publishing them every Tuesday. Is we're doing a feature called This Week in Beach Music. And what we're doing is we're just kind of highlighting stuff. We've got everything categorized from states. So we've got North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, and it's by state. So you can also check that out, and you can kind of make your plans if you've got a free weekend and you want to see what's going on. That's something that might be around you. We'll have the city, the band, and the date of which that event will be held. And then what I do is on Tuesday morning, we post it to the website and just kind of highlight some stuff that's going to be going on for that week. So really, the big highlight, of course, next week will be the big 25th anniversary Carolina Beach Music Awards show. So that'll take up most of our This Week in Beach Music segment. But for the coming weeks, we're just going to highlight some special things and have it on the Facebook page and on the website too. But mailing list, just look for our mailing list. All the banners are up there. Very easy to sign up, and don't worry, we won't spam you. So a lot of people have really said how much they've enjoyed getting the newsletter. We do a newsletter, a couple of weeks out of the month, and we kind of recap things that have been going on in the industry. So it's a cool website. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Man, it is absolutely awesome, and like I said, it was something that beach music needed, and you guys are absolutely nailing it. Make sure you check out all that great stuff, Flip Flop Live. If you come down to the Carolina Beach Music Awards next weekend, make sure you use their guide. Come find us, come say hello, and Andy, I can't wait to hang out with you this weekend, man.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, and we won't have to worry about making room to watch the Redskins this weekend or next weekend.
Andy's my Redskin brother in misery, I tell you.
Justin and I, we usually the last couple of years we've been hanging out at Wild Wing Cafe right before the award show and watching the game. But since we're on a bye, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we might not have to. I might still want to go for the wings. I don't know. But
that's all right. Yeah. Your dad is Robbie there today?
He's here. He's back in the back room listening.
All right. Well, Robbie, hello. Can't wait to see you. And, Robbie got me hooked on the, Colorado Coppers?
Yeah, man, those are good.
Or something like, that's good stuff.
Special shout out to Wild Wing Cafe in Myrtle Beach.
Right, yeah. Look, I mean, you had to realize this interview was going to turn into food somehow.
Speaking of, I got the Deckers report coming after the next song, too, so they got some great food.
All right,
there
well, I'll have to tune in for that.
That's right, brother. Well, I tell you what, man, hang on the line for me. Everybody else, we got to go over to Jacksonville. They're heading to Swansboro, Miss. You know Maddie. Miss Madeline. Maddie and Derek, they're heading to Swansboro. I want to hear some Terry Gore. Here's Terry Gore and the Sweet Teas and Dear Lover. Andy, once again, thank you so much for coming on, my man.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Yes, sir.